Welcome back to Woja Mojo. This evening we're going to make some mango salad, and what you're going to need is a very hard, unripe mango, a very fresh, hard cucumber, a very, very sharp knife. I'm using upside down, sky pointer peppers, Vietnamese sky pointer peppers. However, you could use Thai pepper. You're going to need some fish sauce, and you're going to need some peanuts. I'm not going to use a whole bag of peanuts, just a small amount, and it doesn't matter if they're large or small peanuts. It's really what you do with it, not really the size, and something to crush the peanuts with. So if you have something that's good at crushing nuts, grab that too. You're going to need a corrugated peeler and a regular 1950s grade potato peeler. All right. So first we're going to start with our peppers. These are homegrown, by the way. I grew these myself. They're a lot hotter because I grow them organically in very rich soil. So I know they don't have any chemicals on them whatsoever. So I'm going to slice these long. And the reason why I'm doing that is I just want to keep that, I don't like that one. So there, that one is out. Sometimes these peppers actually turn, they grow black, but if it doesn't look good, then forget it, you know. So I want to cut these long, all right, and it's just going to blend in. It's more aesthetics, and you know you're going to be eating these with chopsticks. My girlfriend is Chinese. This is more like a Southeast Asian dish. You might find it in Vietnam or Cambodia or Laos, maybe Thailand. It's more of that style of flavor. Oh, aye. Come on. Getting a little hack here. My fingers are a little slippery with the water. And again, you know, this is not a crazy perfection factor. It's just really just kind of getting them in long slices. And then just keeping that lengthwise slice going. And you can do that by just lining them up again with the blade of the knife. It doesn't have to be this type of knife. I just find that this one is useful because it's got a nice flat edge to it. And I'm going to put that in my bucket. All right. And as always, make sure your hands are clean before you start anything. And then I'm going to peel my mango. Yeah. So just using a regular potato peeler, okay? Not going too deep. Don't want to go crazy deep. But just do that. And we're back on. We're going to use the corrugated shredder. So as you can see, I just got the peeling off. I didn't go completely deep on this. I don't want it. And the big thing about what we're going to do now is don't press hard when you're holding the mango, because you don't want to be bruising it, okay? And you're not gonna go heavy and press very hard with the shredder either, with the corrugated peeler. And just feel the lines, okay? Just stay within the lines. Don't crisscross them. And you'll get right down to the seed, and when you get close to the seed, you can stop. But you want to just kind of get nice, you know, follow the lines. Follow the lines. Every now and then, move over a little bit, you know, get some new, fresh outer part going. But mainly, just follow the lines, okay? Not hard to do. This whole thing actually only takes about 10 minutes. So even though I'm stopping in between, that's not to bore you, because I don't think you need 10 minutes for a video of this, you know. But it's gonna make quite a bit. Just one mango, one cucumber worth is gonna make quite a bit. So see how that comes out? You're not pressing too hard, you're just following the lines. And because if you don't follow the lines and you go new every single time, you start getting bigger pieces. So you want to just kind of bump over a little bit at a time, you know. But as long as you stay in the lines, you get those nice shreds. All right. And for you ladies that are learning how to cook, that might not have learned how to do this at home, you know, it does happen. And you know, copy me, and then when you're making it and you bring it to a party, way to go. And if you need to make any adjustments to your recipe or technique or what have you, at least you showed up with something that's going to be pretty good, and then you can fiddle with it after that. Okay, so I'm just kind of showing you a real basic little taste of Southeast Asia, and it's not hard. It's not hard at all, but it does take a little effort, you know. You know, it's cooking's about love, you know. So you just kind of just do what you can and do the best you can. And so see why you want a hard mango. A soft mango would never do this. And as you can see, I've got down to the pit. All right. So that's about it. This is how much mango I've got. I'm not going to scratch into the pit. You can tell when you get there, it gets hard. You don't want to scratch into that pit. Again, make sure that your whole entire area is clean. When you start, everything is very clean here, so I'm not, everything's going right in there. So, thus far, I have all that mango in there, right? And next, I'm going to do the cucumber, all right? So, you're going to want to go very lightly with the cucumber when you're peeling it, all right? You don't have to get every single bit of green off. You just don't want big strips of green in there, because it can get a little tart, so to speak. And you're going to do the same thing both sides. And it's also a little more appealing. No pun intended. Okay, it was totally intended. So you're going to do that with the cucumber. All right. Right. Grab that. And then you're going to do the same thing. I'm going to put the bucket right here, and I'm going to go very lightly. See how it's coming off? And I'm going to go down the same stretch. Now, I'm doing this very lightly, very carefully, okay? I'm not putting any pressure on this at all. I just want it to cut into there, and when I get down to the seeds, I'm gonna rotate around and back off, all right? I don't want to get the seeds in there. It's also going to be my handle for when I flip this around, all right? So there's no seeds on this cucumber. This is an English cucumber, but if you have a another type of cucumber, they're all fine and dandy for this. So, have right at it. I just happen to grab an English cucumber. So, no big deal there. See how I'm getting down to the seed stalk? Very easy, very quick. And I'm almost done this meal, This is a very quick type of thing. Easy to do. I'm going to show you about the seeds, though, so I don't, again, this one's seedless, but I don't want that jelly part in there. I just want the shredded cucumber meat part. Now, I'm going to eat, of course, I'm going to eat that inside. I'm not throwing that away. It's too yummy. All right, and then I'm going to flip it over and do the same thing here. See how that's just filling up? I don't mind a little bit of green like that. That's fine and dandy. I just don't want the whole thing coming off in big strips of, of green. It just, it kind of eliminates that overall factor. and it does make it a little too tart. So basically, you know, we're going to do that. Get this whole cucumber down. Alrighty, looks like I missed a little bit of recording thing. I peeled the cucumber gently, right? Not a whole lot off of there. And then I went right down to the seeds with the shredder. So I'm just I'm glad I didn't shred both sides. So you're just gonna put hardly any pressure on this at all. Again, very light pressure, and it goes very quick. So you're gonna stop when you get down to the seed stalk part of the cucumber. You can eat that yourself separately as a chef's private reserve. Okay, so you see how I'm just shredding this down? Not a big deal at all. Very easy, very easy. And you know, just go right down to the don't be getting the seeds in there, that gelatin part that holds the seeds around. You just want to get down close to it, as close as you can. You can get pretty close. You know, don't be afraid if a little something got in there. But again, that's not the point of the dish. You don't want that in this particular dish. It just throws off the texture, because texture is part of cooking too. You know, it's not just flavor. It's looks, it's texture, and it can look as great as it can look. But if it tastes like crap, it tastes like crap. So you don't want to. You know, you want to take all the factors into it. When you're cooking, when you're preparing food, you can make something very simple look very good. And that's the seed stalk. Whoa, yeah, look at that. I get to eat that. That's mine. And then next, what we're going to do is crush the peanuts. So I'm going to crush these peanuts up, and then I'm going to use a plate, and I'm going to go outside. And I'm gonna use the lid of this container, and I'm gonna go outside and I'm gonna wave the shells off, so I don't have that many shells in here. All right, so just crushing the peanuts up. The shells will be very light and wispy. All right. Hopefully, this is on camera now. So I'm not going to town. I don't want them dust, you know, I just want them crunched up a bit, you know, not whole peanuts in there. Now, this is a very easy thing to do, you know. I don't know what I caught on the last one. This is it's kind of a common, easy dish, you know, kind of Southeast Asian style dish, so, you know. All right, seems like I ran out of storage space right in the middle of the video. So I put about a tablespoon worth of fish sauce into the mango salad, and I started mixing it up like this. So the peanuts, everything's in there now. So you just want to the fish sauce. It's not as strong as it smells out of the bottle. People who haven't had it before, once it's if you don't put too much in a dish, it's not going to be too fishy. Some people like it fishy. I don't like it fishy at all, so I put a tablespoon in for this whole concoction, and it actually dissipates immediately once it's mixed in, and it only adds a salt and a flavor, but not a big fishy flavor. Okay, depending on your audience, you might want to add more, but this is usually an acceptable amount for all parties, and that's about it. So I just mix it up. I try to mix it and like kind of keep it linear, flip it in there, get all that stuff in there. So the sauce, the peppers, the heat from the peppers, the juice from the peppers gets blended in there too, and you're done. This is it, you know. This is it. So so I'm gonna put this up for my my girlfriend's gonna come home, and she's gonna be like, oh, what the James, Sisi ni. She loves this, you know. She hadn't had it before. I made it for her. This isn't, it's not going to be the same in every kitchen, of course. There'll be a lot of people who might watch this and go, that's not how you make it. You know, well, you know, that's how some people make it, and that's how I make it. So, you know, there you go. And you know, every burger isn't the same, right? Every quiche isn't the same. So anyway, that's what we have there. It's very good. If you showed up with this at a party, it really only takes you about 10 minutes to make. And you know, I'd go with do the 20-minute version, get 2 mangoes, get 2 cucumbers, and make a good container of it. It will go fast, trust me. All right, God bless you all. I love you. Welcome back to Woja Mojo, the cooking show here, this part. And I hope you're all having a good evening, and I hope you all had a wonderful Halloween, and that all things went safely. All right? So God bless you all. Have a good night.